February 2026, I take a short break to Zurich with Andy and Maria. This charming Swiss city, as you can imagine, has many clocks. This enormous one has a face that is 9 meters in diameter. The city has many statues and ornaments and some interesting old buildings, plus a frighteningly high-speed tram system. And a lazy river that runs down into a long narrow lake which is over 40 kilometers long. This fountain has 12 water jets that can send water up to 35 meters in the air. Apparently the lake water is only 4 degrees C, so these skinny dippers are definitely a hardy type. We decided a boat trip would be better than a swim and headed off to the chocolate factory. The Chocolate Museum gives an interesting display of how chocolate is grown and processed. They have an expert team of chocolatiers producing new shapes and flavours, with everything being tested for quality control. The gift shop has a mesmerising selection of flavours. Back on the road, we passed through some pretty little villages with interesting half-timbered houses. We find some museums with interesting artworks and exhibits. For me, the most fascinating was the Clock Museum, where they have a fine example of a 17th century tower clock mechanism, which is controlled by a verge folio escapement, which was used before Galileo's discovery of the regular movement of a swinging pendulum. Although not very accurate, this ingenious device employs the inertia stored in a swinging weight, which, as you can imagine, fascinates me. Next we visited something I was unaware of. I never realized there was a waterfall on the River Rhine. These impressive falls are 23 meters high and 150 meters wide, and can discharge up to 600 cubic meters per second. I must admit, the viewing platform is a little scary. We saw lovely countryside and many old castles that have been beautifully restored. But this highly decorated village was the most fascinating. Apparently, it was occupied by Puritans who had a habit of burning witches and were very strict, and the punishment for adultery was to be bound naked in the streets for 24 hours. So I would advise only misbehaving during the summertime. This tall church spire is strangely twisted. It's been an interesting trip, but it's now time for supper before we make our way home.